I am at week 15. I'm gonna be 16 weeks in a few days. I'm tired right now. I'm so tired. I feel like I need a nap. But yeah, I'm in the second trimester. What's wrong with my brain? My brain has been doing this constantly. Like I just completely lose my train of thought and I forget everything that I'm saying. Oh, like my symptoms. They've been kind of going on and off. So some days I have good days, but some days I revert back to being like horribly nauseous or like a horrible migraine or really tired. I already went through my closet and I took out all the clothes that I know aren't gonna fit me for the next, well, once my belly starts popping out. And I know that like postpartum, it takes a few months to get back into your old clothes if you can at all. I already organized my closet. I did a small section where my belly's gonna become tiny. And then I did like a medium section, and then I did like whale section where I expect to be very huge and not a lot of things to fit me. So I'm wearing a tank top because it is February and today it went up to 70 degrees and I'm so happy and I'm just enjoying it before it goes back down to like the 30s. Oh, my belly. It doesn't look the same. It looks a little different than it did at 13 weeks. I mean, you can kind of see how it's starting to pop out, and like down here, like way down here, it's hard. It's like not smushy anymore, and it's a little starting to get a little hard here too, like on the side. So all this is hard to the touch up until right here. This is where it starts getting smushy a little bit. But I still fit into all of my regular clothes. I'm not in anything special. So we'll see. I mean, it still feels kind of weird because I still don't feel pregnant. I've been reading online, a lot of people say that you won't show in your first pregnancy until like 5 months or something. That it takes a long time to show, so that's what I'm waiting for. Oh, I've been craving apples and mangoes. Like, I have to have at least an apple or a mango every day, or both. Oh, they taste like heaven right now. So I don't know, I guess that's a craving. I don't really know, maybe. So yeah, I'm tired. Why is talking taking so much energy out of me? I don't know. 17 weeks and 6 days? Yes, 17 weeks and 6 days. And we had our anatomy sonogram. And can you see that? That's the leg. And that is the little folds. It's a girl. And I knew it. A lot of people said it. A lot of people were telling me that it was a girl. It's a girl. So now we just gotta decide on girl names. It was an incomplete ultrasound though. I mean, most of it, of what the sonographer could measure was healthy and good and everything's great. But she would just not turn. She was like on her belly the entire time. And she kept like poking my belly and like jiggling it and trying to get her to like move, and she just wouldn't move. She kept like just turning and cuddling away from. So I have to go back when I go to my next prenatal appointment. Then I have to go back and do the rest of it so they can get like her face. Like they have to measure the face something or whatever, and then like a front view of the heart, they said, because she just would not move. That's it's like a close up. She kind of looks like a little bird there. I don't know. It looks kind of funny. See, they were only able to get like profile pictures of her. Oh man, but like we were just talking about how it's so crazy how like clear her little spine is and how clear all her little organs are when they like zoomed into them, or the ones they could see. I don't even know how to feel. It still feels slightly surreal. Okay, so my nausea still there. Dizziness only in the car. I'm so tired. Still super, super tired. I was kind of hoping it would go away by now, but I'm still very extremely tired. Belly is slightly starting to grow, kind of, a little bit. This is just me, normal me. You can kind of see how it's starting to push up. Like her head is like right above my belly button, so like it's already starting to push everything forward up. Not trying to suck it in, not trying to stick it out, just letting it be. And it's just the slightest bit of, I mean, maybe if I undo my pants, maybe I shouldn't, but Maybe if I do that and it's, so just like the slightest bit of like a very, very early bump. But I mean, to me, it just kind of looks like I'm a little chubby and out of shape. It doesn't really feel like it's, sorry, I'm dizzy and nauseous from the car ride and from the sonogram. But yeah, it kind of just feels like I'm getting chubby. It doesn't really feel like it's a belly or a bump. Sometimes though at night, especially after I eat dinner, I do have more of a belly. I mean, my mom said she didn't show until she was about 5-ish months. And I think she said the earliest she started showing was 4 months. So I don't know. We'll see when I start showing. We'll see when I get the actual baby, because these pants are already like just a little bit suffocating. So within the next few weeks, maybe I'll pop and I'll get to see myself as a cute little, cute little pregnant belly. I don't even know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. It's like every time I see it in the sonogram, it's so surreal. And then now knowing that it's a girl, it's just, I don't know. It's weird. It's just such a weird feeling. Am I the only one that feels that way? Is it possible to still have disbelief this late in the game? I don't know. I'm almost halfway through the pregnancy. And it's still crazy to me. I don't know if it's just gonna, I don't know. I bet you I'm gonna give birth and I'm still gonna be like, oh my God, I don't believe it. I don't believe there's a baby in my hands. All right, I'm taking advantage that my hair and makeup is done. So I think earlier this week I posted a picture on Instagram. I think it was like 19.2 weeks. And today I'm technically 19.6, 0.7, I don't know. But tomorrow I'm 20 weeks officially. So I'm about halfway where I should be, which is exciting. It's weird though, because from Sunday when I posted that picture to now, my belly has grown a little bit. So I'm finally starting to look pregnant. I feel I am. Okay. So that's there. You can see this down here, way down here, little belly. I don't know if you could see it through with the shadow. Maybe I'll move on this side here. But you can see down here, not sticking it out, not sucking it in. You can still kind of see like my muscle definition up here, and here. And you can kind of see how where it kind of cuts here and then just kind of goes out here. But yeah, it's kind of funny because I try to see if I could stick it out, and that's me sticking it out, and then me sucking it in is, I can suck it in a little bit. Sometimes she's like right on the outside and I can't suck it in at all. Sometimes it's like, it's not flat, but it kind of, there's a gradual like ramp like it is now, but then all of a sudden it just goes and it'll have like a little tiny bump, but I don't really see that right now. I guess she's like in a different position. My nausea and dizziness is down, which is amazing. I think now I only get nauseous if I go past like hunger, but if I just stay on my eating habits, I'm fine. And now it's public. Everyone knows now, either through posts or through just word of mouth. Everyone just knows now, and it's just kind of fun. I feel like it's going by so fast. I don't know if I'm gonna feel differently, because I've seen like memes of people like, oh, I've been pregnant for like 3 years or something. And they said it feels eternal, but I feel like it's going by so fast. I mean, it's March, so March, April, May, June, July. I have 5 months left. Ish, because it's not even like the full month of July. I'm excited. Excited and nervous, but excited. Okay, so I'm tired. In 20 weeks, Thursday, so I'm 20 weeks and 4 days today. I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was gonna say. Like my belly's kind of weird. Like sometimes I look pregnant, and then like right now it kind of just looks normal again. I only occasionally look pregnant, I guess. I still haven't gotten a picture of when I actually have a little bit of more of a belly. I kind of forgot to ask that in the last appointment, if that depends on her position. I'm guessing it does. I guess I'll just ask in the next one. But I'm guessing it has to do with the position, whatever position she happens to be in, that makes me look more pregnant some days than other days. Or sometimes it's like within the same day. Like I'll wake up looking with a little belly, and then like midday, I guess she'll move. Which, by the way, I can kind of start to, okay. I'm starting, wow, what's wrong with my words? I'm starting to be able to tell when it is that she moves. And on Sunday, yesterday, we were watching TV, and I'm like, okay, I think that's her moving. So I put my hand on my belly, and I could feel her little kick. I guess it was a kick. I don't know if it was a kick or a punch. I don't know, but she was like, there's like little tapping. So I grabbed my husband's hand, and I put it on my belly, and he got to feel her too. So I'm starting to feel a little bit more movement, which is kind of exciting. Most of my symptoms are gone, other than just like tiredness, and then I still can't have like a lot of meat. It's still gross. I can have a little bit. I can't have a lot though. It's gross. But other than that, at least my nausea and stuff is gone, which is awesome. It'll occasionally come back. I think I said that earlier. If I get too hungry, if I let myself get too hungry, which I shouldn't be doing that anyway. I forget to eat. I don't know. I'm just not used to eating on a schedule. I just usually eat when I'm hungry, but I can't really do that. By 20 weeks, I've gained 5 pounds in total. Not this appointment that just happened 2 days ago, but the one before that. I hadn't gained any weight, and my doctor like kind of hinted at, you need to eat a little bit more. So then for this appointment, I gained 3 pounds, which he seemed pleased with, so that's good. Gaining some weight. Kind of funny, I have some pictures from the show. Like I ended the last show at 18 weeks, Geronimo, and since all of the stuff is loose, you really couldn't see. I mean, it kind of just looked like I had a little kangaroo gut, like you couldn't really tell. And then 2 weeks later, last week was 2 weeks later, for week 20 or 19/20, I had tech week, and when I started the week, I have a picture of that Sunday right before tech week started where my belly was tiny and it kind of looked like it was starting to pop, and I posted it online. And then by the time we did the pictures for the show, it was showing a little bit more, but it's kind of hard to see through my costumes. Like my angel costume's a little clingier to my body, so it's a little bit more noticeable, that one. But it's so long, I have to like hike it up, and it kind of ends up covering it anyway. Well, if you're looking for a belly, you're gonna find a belly. It's very small still. And like I said, right now, I feel like it's pointless to even show you my belly, because I guess she's like not in a position that makes my belly protrude too much, so it doesn't look all that different. Right now, I feel like when my belly is protruding a little bit more, it kind of just looks like a beer belly. It doesn't really look like a pregnant belly. I'm starting to feel her move. I mean, I think I felt her move before too. It's just, I guess I just didn't know that she was moving. Like I couldn't identify that it was fetal movement, because I'm like, is the baby, is it gas? You know what it kind of feels like right now, especially when she's like completely, I guess she's just changing positions. You know when you have like a muscle twitch, that's what it feels like inside my belly. It just starts kind of twitching a little bit, and then when she's kicking, I do feel that little tap on the side of usually it's on the side of my belly, like she kicks a lot towards my left side. It's exciting. Halfway. So tomorrow I will be 22 weeks, which I believe is like officially unofficial. I don't know how to say it. 5 months. It's kind of confusing when it comes to like weeks, when you spend like your entire life measuring pregnancy through months for other people. So I saw this little like thingy that like breaks down the weeks for each month or whatever. So 5-ish months completed. I have a month left in my second trimester, and then I'm in third trimester. We are in the height of the coronavirus craziness. There was a state of emergency for the state last Tuesday, and then that same Friday there was the national emergency that was announced. So there's not really anywhere to go. There's not really nothing to do. Even like going to stores, like my husband and I just kind of like, maybe I shouldn't really go anywhere. So just, I guess, being cautious. A lot of my symptoms are pretty much gone, which is lovely. I haven't been craving mangoes and apples as much like I used to. Lately I've been like consuming a lot of dairy. Like I never really had yogurt, especially not milk. If I had like milkshakes, they're made with like rice milk or oat milk or soy milk, but now I'm making them with cow milk. I'm having just like plain cereal and milk. Lately I've been having a lot of dairy just because it just tastes so good. It just tastes so good to me. My belly's a little bigger. Like I feel like I just look chubby, more so than I look pregnant, like a little beer belly or something. So here I'm just wearing like a shirt and like sweatpants because it's still kind of chilly out. Unless I like stick it to my body, then maybe you can probably see it a little bit better there. I think the pants are kind of holding it back a little bit. But here you can see it a little bit more. It's starting to round off a little bit there. So I'm starting to look a little bit more pregnant. Down here you can really see it. I feel like I may have pulled my pants too low. But like here you can really see the curve. Especially down here, it's very hard. It's hard up until about there. So my uterus is higher. It's growing upward, I guess. I'm not really sure. There she is. She kicks like crazy. Yeah, she kicks all the time now. All the time. Sometimes it's very little. Other times it's just very strong. Like I think the other day, I think it was late at night, and I felt her moving a lot. I think it was the first time I felt her move a lot. Like I was like, okay, there's no doubt in my mind. Now it's more of a, okay, yeah, it's definitely the baby kicking. That's definitely the baby switching positions. That's definitely her kicking my bladder. You know, I can definitely feel little things like that a little bit more. It's crazy because it's not just feeling her move on the inside, because I've been feeling fluttering for a few weeks, but it's now I'm starting to feel her moving on the outside, which is like just surreal and crazy and so much fun, and I love it. And I think the first time it actually, like, she actually moved a lot. I know I had talked about that I could feel her kick very little a few weeks ago when we were watching TV, but like compared to how she was moving now, it's so much more. It's just, there's so much more movement. And I got like really teared up because she was just moving so much. I didn't have to like press down onto my stomach to be able to feel the kicks. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, she's kicking, so let me press down on my stomach so I can be able to feel the kick. It's kind of like just lightly like touching on top of my belly, and I can actually feel her moving, and that was crazy. I'm actually getting a little hungrier now. I feel like my appetite's a little bit better than it was, because I feel like before I was eating, but I was like, within meals I wasn't eating much, but now I feel like I'm eating like a normal amount now, like I used to, and on top of that, snacking. And now I'm having the dairy too, which I feel is probably gonna make me gain a little bit more weight. I'm so tired. I think that's one thing that's still very prevalent, is that I'm so tired all the time. Not as tired as I used to be. I can still get things done, but I'm still tired nonetheless. 5 months. All right, so I am officially 25 weeks. I have definitely been growing. Let me show you. That is my belly. My belly's definitely big. I mean, maybe not big, but like it's pretty. It's getting there. Like it is I feel like I definitely look pregnant now. You know? Like I think from like 20 weeks to now to 25 weeks, so the past 5 weeks, I've slowly been growing little by little. I feel like at 20 weeks it was still kind of like a hit or miss. Like sometimes I look pregnant, sometimes I just look whatever. But now it's actually starting to, even if she moves around and my belly looks smaller than usual, it's still like it's still a pregnant belly. Like you could still tell that I'm pregnant. Like even though it's small. I don't know. Maybe I'm just comparing it to other people's 6 month. Well, I'm not technically 6 months yet. I will complete my 6th month of pregnancy next week. So yesterday I had a prenatal appointment, which is crazy because like we're still in this coronavirus thing. Like, it's the beginning of April, and I think the stay-at-home order, I think, was placed like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't know. I lost count. I've honestly been quarantined, and I've been staying home since the beginning of March. I haven't gone anywhere. And then I think the stay-at-home order is going to continue until, for now, until the end of April, and I think they're supposed to review it then. So that's kind of annoying. So I went yesterday, and it was crazy because all of the staff, like, I understand the medical staff. The medical staff was all wearing their gloves, and like, they're all wearing their PPEs and stuff. But then I also saw a lot of patients wearing gloves and masks and things, and I was like one of the very few people who weren't. I mean, even if I did want to, there's not like there's any, like, it's not like I can go out and buy any right now because everything's like closed. But whatever, it's not like I go anywhere anyway. So I don't know, it kind of made me feel a little self-conscious because I'm like, should I be wearing something? Like, I don't know, I'm just confused. I mean, I just went to the doctor's office, and I just came right back out and went straight home, or came straight home. I was talking to my sister too yesterday. She said that starting midnight tonight, it was going to be mandatory in the state of Florida to be wearing your PPE, like your gloves and your masks, whether you're sick or not. If you're just out, you have to wear them. Like, it's mandatory now. So I don't know. I don't know if, I mean, the whole reason I started kind of quarantining myself before the stay-at-home order, like 2 weeks, I think, before the stay-at-home order was enacted here in North Carolina, was because in Florida they were already like working from home, and they were already like on a curfew or something like that. And I know my sister in Germany, like, I think they had recently started like a lockdown, I think, I want to say. I don't remember, but things were getting ugly in other places. And I think here we had about 2 or 3 cases at the time. It's definitely gone up more since then. So I was like, okay, well, maybe it's just safe I just stayed home. Like, regardless if that's what I'm being told to do by the government or not, I'm just gonna stay home, kind of thing. Oh, apparently I have a small umbilical hernia. So that's fun. That's exciting. That's lovely. I mean, it's not really painful or anything like that. Thankfully, it kind of just feels sore, like a bruise, like when I touch it. Now, I mean, I don't like poke and prod at it for fun, but like occasionally it'll rub up against something. I still get dizzy and nauseous when I'm hungry, but I'm just careful not to get too hungry. Although my appetite has increased exponentially. I think I get hungry like every 2.5 to 3 hours. I'm like, okay, I need either a snack or I need food. And since my last visit at 20 weeks to yesterday, I gained 4 pounds, which my doctor was really happy about, because I think I mentioned before how I was having difficulty gaining weight. So in total, officially, I have gained 8 pounds in 25 weeks of my pregnancy. He said it was encouraging that I was gaining weight, so there's that. She moves like crazy. I mean, before I didn't feel her move because she was just so small, but when I would go to the ultrasounds, I would see her just squirming and moving and doing all this stuff, but I never felt her. But now, especially the past like 2 weeks, I think ever since like week 23, she just started kicking the crap out of me. Like, she just like kicks my bladder. I don't know if it's a kick. Well, it's hard for me to decipher if it's like a foot or a hand or her head probably bumping into me. I'm not really sure because I can't really tell the difference, but it's definitely like a hit. She definitely hits me really hard. She loves to cuddle on my bladder, loves it, absolutely loves it. For 2 days straight, I like felt this like consistent pain, like not pain, sorry, I felt a consistent pressure on my bladder. So she definitely likes to use my bladder as a pillow. I mean, what are you gonna do? So she's very, very active. I've been able to catch her a couple times, not a lot. I think the other day it looked like she was in a rodeo. Like, it was just kind of like you could see my belly, and it was just kind of like just bumping. Like, it did it like 4 times in a row. The app said that she's gonna be in a rhythm of like napping and moving and squirming. I don't know when this napping is happening because she is moving all day. Like, she just has her own little personal gymnastics classes going on in there that she just, and then at night she likes to go to the rodeo, and then probably to martial arts class, because she's so active. She's moved so much. It's so nice. I don't know if you can hear. I have the door open, and the wind is just, ugh, beautiful outside. probably in like a week, I will be in my 3rd trimester, which is, I mean, how fast does this go? Like, what is happening? Why is this so fast? I don't get it. So apparently baby girl is nice and healthy and growing and just doing her things and living her life, living her best life in the womb. So 26 weeks, I'm about done with the 2nd trimester, and it's crazy. It's exciting, but it's crazy. I'm already trying to stock up on like formulas and like wipes and baby diapers and things like that. Like every time we go to the store, I just get something small. I'm like, okay, let me just start stocking up on some things that I know I'm gonna probably need. And I was telling my sister the other day, I'm like, the more things I get, like the more real it feels, you know? It's crazy. I mean, I know it feels real, especially now that she kicks like crazy. I can actually feel her little feet like right up in my ribs. Like the other day, like I say if this is my ribs, I felt her little feet just kind of paddling. Like it was so uncomfortable. I actually kind of hate it because it's really, really uncomfortable. It's cute at first, and then like after she does it for like 5 minutes straight, I'm like, okay, get out of my ribs. Just move, please. And I try to like maneuver her so she gets out of my ribs. I think I have my next appointment in the beginning of May. So we'll see. We're still in quarantine for coronavirus. And it won't end for another, I don't know what is today. The stay-at-home order is gonna last, I think, for now, up until April 29th, which is about a week and a half from now. I think when we first started going into like lockdown and quarantine and all this stuff, like I was kind of in denial about having to cancel my baby shower and things like that. I've finally come to terms with the fact that it's just not going to happen. It's just not, even if they lift the lockdown, if they lift the order to stay at home, we still have to go into phase 1, which is almost just as restrictive as stay-at-home order, and then work our way through. And if anything, I kind of think they're going to end up extending the order to like mid-May, hopefully not the whole month of May. I'm like, oh, maybe I can just postpone them to like the summer, but no, that's just not going to happen. It's just not happening at all. I've had some people ask for the registry, and they've been sending me some things, and I think I'll start the next video, or I'll do like 3rd trimester, the things that I've either gotten as a gift or I've been stocking up. That way it's kind of more cohesive in that video. But yeah, it's really fun though. I mean, it sucks, but it's still exciting. Like the excitement hasn't left, which is kind of nice. I don't even know when it's going to be safe enough to even have visitors for the baby to see, enough for me to feel comfortable to even take the baby out after she's born. So it's just kind of crazy that all of this is happening during like a friggin' pandemic. There are some people who have suggested a virtual baby shower, but I don't know. It feels weird. I don't know, to me it feels weird. Like if I throw a party, I don't feel weird about like here's the invitation with a registry, as opposed to here's just a registry, buy me stuff. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm just weird about that, and I don't know. It's probably just me. Kind of heartbreaking. I was very sad for a little bit, and of course I cried, because why wouldn't I? I'm crying about everything. Like everything makes me cry. Like I was already incredibly sensitive and a bit of a crybaby before I got pregnant, and now it's ridiculous. I cry for everything. So I'm wearing a dress, so I'm not going to lift my dress up, but it's kind of fun that it is getting nice and round. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to like make it as tight as possible. I like that it's getting nice and round. I'm getting a nice little round belly, which is that cute little pregnant belly. And I just think it's really cute now. Now I really do look pregnant. It's not that much bigger from last week, or like it hasn't grown that much, but it is definitely rounder. If that makes any sense. So I don't feel like it's bigger per se, but it is definitely rounder. Like a little basketball, maybe not like a basketball, maybe like a little soccer ball, something smaller, or volleyball. But yeah, she's in there. She loves hitting my left side. Always feel the biggest kicks over here. Her head is always, or something. Maybe it's her head, maybe it's her butt. I don't know. But she loves my bladder. Loves to just bump onto my bladder. It's a lot of fun. And then, like I said, she's been like keeping her, occasionally I'll feel her feet up here, up in my ribs, and then she'll just kind of paddle like this, or like I'll feel it move like this, where it's just kind of this little swimming. It's so weird. It's the weirdest feeling. I don't think that's something that I've gotten used to just yet, is feeling her movement. It still feels incredibly surreal to me. Not really a lot of cravings. Even the milk craving that I had a few months ago or a month ago, it's kind of died down. Like, I'm still drinking it, I'm still eating it, which I wasn't really able to before I got pregnant, so that's still kind of an interesting little tidbit. But it's not like I want milk now, you know? Before, like a few months ago, or yeah, like a month or two ago, I was just like, I need something with milk in it, you know, kind of thing. But that's not so much the thing now. But something that's new is my sleeping pattern. My sleeping pattern is crazy. So throughout the whole pregnancy, with the exception of maybe like the past week or so, I've been waking up around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, use the bathroom, I have a little snack, and I drink water, and I go and I like just knock right back out to sleep. And it wasn't every day, but it was like occasional, like every like 5 or 6 days. So it was like maybe like once, maybe twice a week that would happen. It wasn't really often. But this past like week or so, I sleep super late, which I'm not a late sleeper. I go to sleep early all the time. I'm a big, you know, I'm a big sleeper. So I go to sleep early usually, but now I've been going to sleep almost at 1 o'clock in the morning because I just don't feel tired. And then I wake up around 5 or 6 because I'm just not tired. And then I'll take a short nap, usually like midday. And then again with the going to sleep late. Because like I'm still going out, I'm still trying to work out, either whether I'm working out at home or I just go out for a walk, or I've tried running, but I haven't been able to run for a while now. I haven't told my doctor that, actually. But yeah, I haven't really been able to run for a while because I've been getting this weird little sensation on my side, which I gotta bring up. I always forget when I'm at my appointment. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, I'm still active, and then when I'm home, I'm either working on a project, or I'm like cleaning or organizing, because I am definitely in nesting mode. Everything's getting cleaned and organized and all of the things. I remember I posted a meme the other day where I'm just organizing and decluttering everything. Everything's getting reorganized. So I definitely feel like I've definitely entered into that nesting. So I'm nesting, and then I'm still working out, and I'm still doing regular housework, and I'm still doing all these things, and I'm tired by the end of the day. I just can't sleep until like 1 o'clock. So I don't know what that is. Like, I'll wake up at 5, but then I won't get sleepy again until like 5 a.m., but then I won't get sleepy again until like maybe 2 p.m. And then I'll sleep for like half an hour to an hour, and then I'll wake up and I'm good until like 1 o'clock in the morning again. So it's just kind of weird that I'm not getting a lot of sleep. I don't know if that's like a second trimester thing. And maybe in third trimester I'm gonna get tired again like I did before. I don't know, I'm not sure. So I don't know if that's gonna continue. I don't know if my body's just going into like baby mode, or like, you know, prepping mode kind of thing, or if my body's like starting to try to form a sleeping habit that'll make it easier for me once the baby comes. Maybe. I don't know. I think that'd be cool if it was doing that. I don't think there's any scientific proof to prove that that's actually a thing, but that would be kind of cool if it did. So we'll see, and I will see you in third trimester diary.